Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and this is a GW Tiger P, the Porsche Tiger, with the artillery gun on it, and it's the Tier 8 SPG in the German line, and it's being driven by Trolisek on the defending team on Karelia Assault. I can see that howitzer he's elevating. It's a 21cm Mauser. It can do 1100 alpha damage. It's not quite as accurate as the slightly smaller stock gun, which is a 17cm cannon, but that one can only do 850 alpha damage. Okay. He's set up and ready to shoot, and he's just turning around now. There's an STRV off to the south. Dialing in on that first. Trying to judge where to place the shot. But I think he's holding his fire. The STRV was seen by the MX 1390. And he went right to the base of the hill to get early spots on. He's lost sight of it now, so it's probably pulled away. Okay, there's plenty of tanks in the north. There's a Leopard 1 there, and a T-57. They managed to get a Primo Victoria on the enemy team. But he's going after this T-57. This is a Tier 10 game. Rounds out. And a direct hit! So he must have done a fair bit of damage to that T-57 heavy. Now we know there are more tanks there because they were spotted. The T-57's gone unsighted so far, and we lost the T-30 to the Leopard. And there's that Leopard there. I'm not sure he can get a shot on that there, but he's being very canny. He's hiding behind that rock, trying to avoid being shot. But the T-57 was on this corner, and Trolisek is dialed in here. No, he's going to go for this Wizzy 1201 FT tank destroyer, Chinese tank destroyer. He's trying to line up a shot, waiting for it to stay still. He's at the limits of his field of fire, so he's getting reticule build. He's gone back to the Type 57 Heavy again. He's firing his magazine as rapidly as he can before pulling back into cover. And Trolisek's going to give him something to think about when he goes back into cover. Yes! It's a direct hit. 369 hit points, 2 critical hits. It's going to take a few more hits like that to really upset the T-57. Okay, 6 minutes 40 on the clock. This is an assault battle, 10 minutes. Okay, the enemy is coming in from the south as well, and they're making a concerted attack there, but they've split the defenders evenly. There's a Death Star holding at the back, a Conway. In fact, this team seems very well organised. Of course, the only thing they're missing is they've only got one Arty on either team. Now, maybe it would be a good idea if Trolisek was to actually pay attention to the south. And yep, I think he's come to the same conclusion as me. Really, his gun is needed down here at the moment to deter the enemy, but he's actually decided to go back to the north, or has he? No, he hasn't made up his mind yet. He's got red lines there. There's one of the enemy, a Lerva. Tier 8 heavy, premium heavy. like it's got the desert camouflage on it. Okay, he's trying to line it up for a shot. It's using that wreckage for cover, but it won't help him when he gets hit by Arty. Goes out. Direct hit right into the engine bay, and he's satellite. Oh, and the next round that goes in. Oh, and he's been taken out the game altogether. So he picked up all the stun assist on that one. So he got a lovely fire there. The fire did 197 hit points of damage. He got initial 470 off the hit, and then he picked up stun assist, and he picked up damage assistance because the lurvet had been tracked with his initial shot. Okay, he's almost loaded. Yag Tiger. So it was a good idea to switch to the south because he's picked up a kill. Or did he? No, I don't think he did actually get the kill. And it just misses the Jag Tiger. It falls behind him, but it does do a lot of damage. He gets 341 for his flash. And that Gorilla is in a very awkward position because he can put shots into the IS-4, and he has 793. Ouch. And that's severely weakened the IS-4, which is now tracked. And he's being assaulted by the T-57, and he's been taken out. Okay, and they need to get fire on this T-57 Heavy. And he's moving now. Rounds out. And that lands just behind the T-57, I think. And he's motoring in this direction. There's only 3 minutes 30 left on the clock. The enemy is now starting to make moves in this direction as fast as they can, but the defenders are putting up a stiff fight. There's basically nowhere to run to, nowhere to hide. Okay, T-57 Heavy. I wonder if he's going to ring his bell. Oh! Right into the front of his turret. That's got to be ringing his bell right now. Yeah, 434 hit points of damage on that one. I reckon his crew need aspirin desperately. The Leopard is following him in, and this is going to get very tight. 2 minutes 34 seconds to go. And the enemy are moving up on both flanks. And they've just lost the cannon d'assault. He fires a round in, and did he get the kill? Yes, I think he did, yes. The T-57 Heavy, that shell went into the rear of the T-57. He poked his rear out, and Jolosek managed to get the shell into the rear and took him out completely. Finished him off. Okay, now he's lining up a shot on the Yag Panther and the Emil, which are held up at the dip, at the entrance to the dip. But that Yag Tiger is side on to the howitzer. Can he get a shot into him? Rounds out. And it does! 493 hit points off that hit. Massive hit. Loads of stun. In fact, he stunned both of them. Okay, the clock's ticking down. 1 minute 22 seconds to go. They are so desperately close, but there's only 4 of them left on his team now. I think the Leopard is the more dangerous threat. The Emil and the Yag Tiger are much further away. There's still 6 left on the enemy team. 5 on the enemy team left. And that's the minute counter. 1 minute to go. Clock's ticking. T-34 following up on the south route. Just dialing in the aim. Rounds out. And he gets a direct hit on that as well. It's a good shot. But that Gorilla 15 is a real problem. The Leopard's gone down, so's the Defender. But he's not reloaded yet, and that Gorilla is getting close. It's only him and the VK4502 left. And that Gorilla is coming in. Oh, can he load in time? I think he might just be able to do it, but he might have to shotgun the griller. If that griller comes around that corner. There's only 8 seconds left. I think he's done it. And his teammate's just gone down, so it's a Kolobanov. And he shotguns, but he misses the griller. But it doesn't matter. He's won. He's actually done it. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's a first-class tanker for Cholisek in the GW Tiger P. He also picks up a Bruiser Medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 10 in total. He picked up a Gauze Medal because he did damage exceeding 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And he picked up the Kolobanov because when the 4502 went down just a few seconds before the end of the game, he was the last man standing against 5 enemy. And he won because the clock ran out and they didn't have any time left to kill him. So yes, he gets a Kolobanov and wins for his team. He managed to get 4,004 hit points of damage, which is the highest amount. He came joint second with only 1 kill. He managed to pick up that T-57 Heavy. And he came top when it came to base XP of 995 because the Tiger P is the tier 8 Arty, and of course all the ones he was hitting were tier 9 or tier 10, or most of them were tier 9 or tier 10. He fired 10 rounds, got 7 direct hits, 7 penetration, 4 splash damage, damage of 4,004 hit points, of which 3,595 are at more than 300 meters. He hit 5 of the enemy but killed 1 of them. He did damage assistance of 380. He also did stun assistance of 690 and got 10 stuns. On a premium account, he earned 55,800 credits, and after repair, ammunition resupply and consumables, he took away a deficit of 2,770 credits. He earned XP of 1,493, but he also picked up 149 for playing in the platoon, and so he took away 3,100. Oh, sorry, and he had a personal reserves bonus as well. So he took away 3,135 XP in total. So well done, Cholisek. I'm glad that you actually did manage to pick up that Kolobanov, but unfortunate for the 4502, you have to feel sorry for that person because he went down. He held them back on the other side. 02 Amir held them back until the very last second, and then he went down and gifted you the Kolobanov in the process. So congratulations for him for being on the winning team, but well done for getting a Kolobanov. If you enjoyed this replay, please do give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay I'll be featuring in our next video.